Well, once again, welcome to Billa uh, data analysis session. And uh, I had earlier, gone through how you create the variables, view and data, and how you analyze simple data analysis with, especially for the biodata information with frequencies. And I'm pretty sure that you have seen tables like these ones, or if you haven't seen, you will see them as you read reports and other documents regarding a data presentation. And you could see mean, standard deviation, and you could also see strongly agree, disagree, and you could also see Likert scale, which is not strongly agree or disagree, but maybe it has more often, something like that, or something like effective, not effective, most effective. All that is done can be analyzed from SPSS given the statements. So quickly going to SPSS, I already went through the process of finding these percentages, which is going to data to analysis again, and then moving to descriptive statistics, and then you can have you can go to frequencies and take the items that you actually want to analyze for frequencies. On this particular one, however, I want to focus on. I want to focus on descriptive statistics, where I talk about mean and also talk about standard deviation. So again, you go to descriptive statistics, and all this is under quantitative research. Then you go to descriptives, and then under descriptives, you can always take this here. You can always take the items, because when you put the cursor, let me go back to the questionnaire briefly for some clarification. Where's the questionnaire? So on this particular one, my interest is in actually finding the descriptive statistics for these statements, and looking at the mean, which is like the average, and then the standard deviation, which uh, shows whether there were variations in responses. So quickly, if I want to do descriptives for these particular ones, they are already coded here, so that's how I've entered them in the SPSS data set, of which they are definitely in the data set in the variable view, and you can see this B1 up to B6 for that particular sections, which for that particular section. So it is the objective number one for the study. So what I have to do is, when I'm going to analyze, I go to analysis, and then I can go to descriptives, and then I can select these items for this. When I place a cursor, it shows me in brackets that is question number 6. So the questions were up to number 6, so I will select these questions up to number 6, and then I can transfer them to the variable list. And here is where I want the standard deviation, and I also want the mean. So if I wanted to also add minimum and maximum, I could, but for now I'll go with the mean and standard deviation, and then I will proceed to analysis. And once I've done that, in the output, it should be able to come up here with the statements. uh, this is the number of the items, I mean the number of respondents, and then the mean on that particular one was this, and then the standard deviation is this. I'll be also be bringing videos showing you how you interpret the mean and also how you interpret the standard deviation if you're interested in research writing. But for now, that is how you get mean and standard deviation, and they are called descriptive statistics in research and data analysis. So basically, with a table like that, with a table like that, it's where you can copy and also paste in the document, and then you can arrange it the way you want and do data analysis. So that is it for descriptive statistics of finding mean and standard deviation. If you want this added onto like the table I showed you with, that means you also first do the frequencies, and then you can arrange the table the way you want and copy the mean and standard deviation columns and add them onto the items like you saw in this particular study where we had the tables showing the standard deviation and added to the frequency. As you can see how you say the frequencies were analyzed, then the column for mean and standard deviation were added thereafter. That is it for the descriptive statistics, and then now I'll go to analyzing the correlations, and then also the correlation, as you can see, Pearson correlation. Also go to that and how you compute these variables now to come up with the correlations, and also regression analysis.